地球直播传真，今天是2021年8月21号。今天呢，我们在Berkeley 旁边的一个城市叫做 Emeryville， 在这地方有个非牟利组织叫 Emeryville Citizens Assistance Program， 这地方是一个帮助任何一个人都可以来的一个机会的地方。那么我们看到现在是4点半，他们的工作人员刚刚忙完了一大阵子。那这时候呢，我们在一个基督教朋友叫刘兆烈的介绍下，我们来到这地方来进行参观，进办公室来见他们的这些负责人。好，好，我们现在进来一下这地方。好，刘老师给我们介绍，跟着这位兄弟过来了。哦，这位是奥巴马总统。我们看看，好，这是他们的 business hour。Hello， 好，我们看到现在刘兄弟。好，刘兄弟给大家介绍一下。
Oh yeah, this is Bobby, my buddy. Introducing in English or Chinese?
Yeah,
Which way?
You can introduce in English.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Bobby more than 30, 40 years.
30
some
years at least.
That time, he's the police captain in Berkeley, UC Berkeley.
No, City of Berkeley.
Oh, City of Berkeley.
City of Berkeley.
Yeah, you know, the Berkeley is...
Berkeley Police Department. There are 2 police departments in Berkeley. One is University of California Police.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other is City of Berkeley Police Department.
Right.
I was a member of the City of Berkeley Police Department.
Wow. So that time, I just started doing a computer business. Computer.
You just started doing the computer business, and I met you out there at one of those computer shows where you'd have everybody come out like a flea market and look at stuff, and it was a whole lot of vendors out there.
Yeah.
And I come by your concession there, and well, I the thing that impressed me about you was you were an honest person.
You think
and
so?
I could tell. I could tell at that time you were.
That time I'm honest.
You were not trying to feed me a line of stuff, but you were very honest, and plus you lived in Berkeley,
Right.
and
Ashby.
on Ashby Avenue. You said you're going to sell me a computer. I said, "Where's your store?"
Right.
He said, "I don't have a store." Where do you live? I said, "I got to come by and see you."
See you. Make sure I'm
And
not the...
I came by your house.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, that's back to 1988.
Yeah, about 88.
That time we all young, huh?
We were all
I'm just
young
about
then.
30
I had
years
hair
old. And then after that, yeah.
You moved. You got a studio in El Cerrito,
Exactly.
and after that they started making color monitors.
Color monitor with a little hard drive. 20 meg.
So I came up to see you, and I bought a color monitor from you.
Right, I remember that big one, heavy.
Yeah.
And then after Captain Millet, he retired. So he's helping the sister. His sister has been doing this community food bank for almost more than 38 years. In this community, everybody know here, they can come here every day except the Sunday, right? And then to pick up the food. It's not the expiring food. I saw lots of bread, like the eggs. It's brand new. It's like fresh.
Right. Fresh fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
And a lot of meat and eggs. And poultry.
Poultry, yeah.
Dairy. We have a lot of milk.
Right.
Cheese.
Oh, I remember. We have the turkey during Thanksgiving. 500 pieces. Holy pilot. We give away.
We used to give away 1,000 turkeys for Thanksgiving.
I know.
When the pandemic hit,
Right.
there weren't very many turkeys available because everybody was locked down.
Right.
But yes, that's one of our programs. We also, for Christmas dinner, we fix dinners.
Yeah.
Prepare a Christmas dinner, hot meal. Last year we prepared 2,500 hot meals.
Wow.
We organized volunteers to hit basically all of the homeless encampments in the area.
How many homeless around in the tent? How many people you?
At this time, and it grows every week.
Wow, they
There's
grow.
more and more people out there.
Holy.
They're in the greater area, East Bay area. There are well over 200 homeless encampments, and we centered our attention on Berkeley.
You sent to the tent looking for where they hiding?
Yes, we would go to the encampment.
Wow.
And announce that we were there. And a lot of the encampments have someone that kind of manages it, someone that kind of supervises. And we'd find out from them how many people are staying in this particular encampment.
Right.
And we'd give them enough dinners for everybody.
Wow.
Now, when we took the dinners, everybody wouldn't be there at that time. But the manager of that encampment
I see.
would take them all and set them up in a location.
They come back.
And their people could come by and pick up their dinner.
Holy. So
we got rid of over 2,500 hot Christmas dinners this past Christmas.
Wow. Hot meal. That's just
Right.
amazing. Because those homeless, they cannot take the can, they cannot take the onion because they don't know how to.
Yeah, they don't have
don't
a way to cook.
Right.
Now, as things are going now, a number of the encampments do have the ability to warm food, and some of them now, some kitchens have been established.
Really?
Where they can bring stuff together at the kitchen,
Wow.
and that'll cover 2 or 3 homeless encampments.
Wow.
So we take food to the kitchens that is uncooked
Wow.
and donate it
Right.
so that they can be able to put their meals together.
Wow. So you see it, the people they have organized, and then they make the hot meal. Sometimes the homeless is in the daytime, they're looking for a job. It's not in the tent there. So they have an organizer, they keep those as food and wait and come back in the nighttime. So this is to help the city to get rid of the problem with all the homeless people. So how, yeah.
Over here,
Right.
we hand out food right here at ECAP 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and we hand out food between 12 noon and 4 p.m.
Wow.
We make boxes because of COVID.
Right.
We have to be careful.
Exactly.
We have to keep the public separate from our volunteers and our operation. So we make food boxes with 30 to 40 pounds of food in it. We sit it on a table in the middle of the sidewalk, and then the next person in line can come up and get their box.
Wow.
We developed another process to go along with that because we were getting a lot of homeless people. And in those boxes, of course, was a lot of food that needed to be prepared.
Right.
So we started making special homeless bags.
Wow.
That's food that's pre-prepared.
Like a milk?
We'd get a lot of pre-prepared lunches from different caterers,
Wow.
and we'd put a couple lunches in the bag.
Right.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, peanut
Wow.
butter, bread. Stuff that they could eat without having to cook it.
Exactly.
And this worked out great because a lot of the homeless people enjoyed it because they could readily have something to eat
Right.
rather than worrying about how am I going to cook this.
Exactly.
Or they gave me a can, but I don't have a can opener, so I can't open it.
Exactly. Interesting.
We we turn no one away. We have populations of people from many different backgrounds. The only thing that they need to do is let us know they need some food. And if we have it, we share it with them. We've been very fortunate since COVID started. The volume of food that we have been able to bring together has steadily increased.
Wow.
To one point this year, earlier in the year, we were distributing 50 to 60 tons of pre-made food boxes.
50 to 60 tons.
Tons, yes.
Wow, that's about...
Those were boxes that were prepared through the federal government.
Right.
And they were delivered to us, and we were getting about 48 pallets per week.
48?
And we got distributed all over the Bay Area.
Holy.
Those boxes we do not get any longer, but we're still distributing 25 to 30 tons of food on a weekly basis.
20 to 30 tons a week.
25 to 30 tons per week we're distributing. And this food comes from all of the local grocery stores as well as the Alameda County Food Bank. And food from Contra Costa County, and all around. We go as far away as across the bay to Marin County on Sunday to pick up food that is donated.
Wow.
And like I said, we bring it together. Now, in our line of people out here, again, we have all nationalities, all races of people, everybody. We discriminate against nobody. We're handing out, on an average, about 300 people every day.
Wow.
Get a box of food.
Right.
And
some Chinese, some
lot of Chinese, people from Taiwan, different
Everywhere.
places, African Americans,
Yes.
Spanish speaking people, you name it, whatever. People from the Middle East.
Right.
A lot of people come to us. We also collaborate with other organizations and work together with them. During this pandemic, I met Salah, who has become a good friend.
Oh.
And he is Muslim.
Oh, Muslim too.
And so when I met Salah, he introduced us to a number of people from his religious background. And they come together and we share what we've got, and they bring what they've got, and we put it all together and get it carried to different places all over the Bay Area. But it's working together to try to get the public fed.
Right.
And that's what's important, that people who need it get the food, and we make it available, and we try to make people feel comfortable and feel good about being able to come and get some food.
Wow.
We be as courteous as we can, and we help them as much as we can. And there are a lot of instances where people need some help outside of food.
Right.
That we've been able to make referrals.
Right. Oh.
And help them. We've helped people find housing.
Wow.
And we've helped them get to the social services center in Oakland so that their needs can be better met.
Wow. Can you, sister, say something?
Yes, you need to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Take your mask off so you can be
I
heard.
remember you used to work with Tesla, right? Or Fremont?
She worked in Fremont before when it was Toyota.
Oh yeah, Toyota. New, what do you call it?
New
Motor.
New me. Back in those years. She hasn't been there. She hasn't been there since Tesla moved there.
She was one of the very important board member. She is the founder, right?
She's the founder of the organization. Okay. Yes, she's the founder of the organization. Take it from there, Nellie. Say something.
Why you come? Why you have this idea to found this very, very helpful nonprofit organization?
How do you start this?
Why did you start it?
There was a need, years ago. Well, we come from a large family, Bobby and I. We know what it's like to be poor. and not have all the time. At any rate, I guess just in our upbringing, it just stuck with me to try to help somebody, you know. I had kids in school and people around. There were people in town that really needed something. And Emeryville didn't have all the amenities for the people. They had to send them some other place, you know, to get different things. And I just had a feeling that if we had something of our own in Emeryville, you know, to help the people. And it just started from that. I didn't have any idea how long it would last or where it was going, you know. Just started talking to people and they started helping.
Was it back to 1980
it just-
something?
1985.
Wow,
She started in 1985.
amazing.
And
I also have questions because you every year is almost 50 to 60 tons food. But how many volunteer or how many employee do you have? How you can how to manage this logistic?
we are a 100% volunteer organization. I am designated as the director, operations manager, but in reality, I'm just a volunteer. No one gets paid. Nellie doesn't get paid. I don't get paid. But we have a group of us older senior citizens who are the most dedicated. And amongst that group, we have people that have been here 25 or 30 years themselves, coming day in and day out, volunteering their time to help keep it going. It's getting more difficult, however, as we grow. And we're growing into that period of time where we're going to have to establish an organization where we're going to have to hire some people to carry this on. You probably guessed it, me and Nellie are senior citizens, and we can't do this
Anymore.
for too many more
I
years.
know.
And as generations change, it's harder and harder to get people to dedicate their life to volunteerism. So what that all means is we got to look to moving forward and moving to the new generations, and that means we're going to have to establish a process where we can hire qualified people to carry this on after we have left, after we're gone.
Yeah. So in here, I think I have to ask people in this area, if you have heart, if you see this group, people have this vision to give away, and you can also come in to volunteer to help the move the stuff. I remember many times when I can, it's about getting dark, and all the people disappear. Even though the volunteer went home, but only 4 more than 80 years old people pushing the
Pallets, pushing
pallet.
the pallets in.
Oh, I feel bad about, man. So nothing I can say. I just, put my, start jumping into helping the people. So we in the local nearby, right across the 35th Street and San Pablo, right?
36 in
36
San
in San
Pablo.
Pablo.
36 in San Pablo.
Yeah.
We need help. We
Oh,
need
definitely.
volunteers all the time. I know that everybody doesn't have a whole day to donate, but if you got 2 hours,
Yeah.
come on down and volunteer.
Right.
And help us. If you need food, come down and get some food.
Yes.
You can also, if you feel like it, volunteer some time to help us help others.
Yeah. Not just the heavy things to move the pallet. I remember a couple days they have the vegetable. They already kinds of old. You cannot throw with the plastic to the garbage can, right?
Right.
We have to cut and separate, and then all the cardboard box. You need to step every single day to make the, and also we worry about the mice, they might come in. So we need to make sure all the yard is clean before we leave.
Right,
So that's
right.
a lot of work. You cannot imagine this. Lots of work. We cannot let the 83 years old, right?
She's 84 now. She just had a
Man.
birthday. She's 84.
I don't know how many years we can work on that, but so we need volunteer.
Right, we need volunteers. We appreciate any and everybody. Come on down and see us. Even if you can't volunteer, come by and say hello.
Right.
We like to be friendly with everybody, and we just love our community and like everybody to be a part of what we're doing to try to help whoever needs it the most.
Amen.
Do you also have any program to educate volunteer?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. If you want to volunteer, get in touch with us. We have a web page. Our web page is ECAP, ECAP program.com. And on that web page, you can sign up to be a volunteer. If you don't want to go on the internet, you can just come on down.
Looking for Bobby.
We are again passing out food from 12 to 4 p.m., but we're here working starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we don't finish until 6 or 7 in the evening. So even if you have a job and you get off at 5 o'clock, you
Right.
can run on over here and help us clean up and get everything put
before the
inside
traffic
again.
Jim.
Our distribution takes place outside in the parking lot because our building is not large enough for a store indoors. So we take everything out in the morning and set it up, and then in the evening we have to break everything down and bring it back inside. So we need volunteers from 8 o'clock in the morning to at least 6 o'clock in the evening. And any portion of that day that you have some time, we could use you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
By the way, do you have any phone number so people can reach you?
Yes, ECAP's phone number is area code 510-499-1263. I'm the director. My phone number is area code 510-410-3195. And let me add a little bit to that. Again, with volunteerism being what it is, it's not like a regular job. Some days we have people who volunteer, they're signed up to volunteer and they don't show up. Our main goal that day is getting the food out to the people, and because volunteers couldn't make it, all of us have to be out there.
Right.
So that's why I offered my phone number also. If you're unable to get through the business line, give me a call. I have my cell phone on me at all times, and I'll invite you to come on down, and I'll ask questions like, when can you volunteer? What time can you volunteer? So that it helps us to schedule the next days.
这里是海外华人直播，我们始终不办高深，我们力求直播传真。如果你支持我们这种一刀不剪的节目，给我们一个点赞，或者在视频的右下方订阅我们的频道。另外，这个非牟利组织是美国政府对人权的延展。我们感谢我们的基督徒兄弟以及2位30几年坚持做这个非牟利组织的2位热心人士。各位观众，感谢你今天的收听收看，再见，拜拜。
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, now you're going to set this up and it's going to go out on...
Already out.
Oh, it's already out.
Finished. Yeah.
Oh,